Smiling is something that comes naturally. It's an instinct we can't help but to do, and we do it way more often than we realize. We smile when we're happy, when we meet new people, and even when we feel awkward or nervous. As a black man, your smile is easily one of your strongest assets. Our rich melanated skin creates a natural contrast that makes our teeth pop and way more noticeable, for better or for worse. When your teeth are white and clean, that contrast works in your favor, making you look sharp, polished, and even more attractive. But if they're dull and stained, it's way more noticeable and will literally ruin your entire aesthetic. A common trait you'll see in celebrities is that they always have a perfectly pearly white smile. This is one of the reasons why they're seen as so much more attractive than the average guy. That's why it's important to have a sparkly white smile. Women notice details, so by having a perfectly white smile, it'll show you're confident, hygienic, and it'll make you unforgettable. You'll live in her head rent-free. Overall, having a nice, friendly, fresh and clean smile is straight up just a must-have for all black men. So in this video, I'm breaking down step by step exactly how to achieve a dazzling white smile that'll have you turning heads for all the right reasons. You don't need to feel like you need to get veneers, which is basically a BBL for your teeth, to achieve a pure white smile. You can do it naturally, and here's how. Step 1. Start with the basics. Let's start with the basics, because believe it or not, half of you guys are skipping steps. I'm not here to judge, but it's time to tighten up. There are two types of teeth staining, intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsic staining occurs outside of the tooth. So these are things like coffee, tea, or wine stains that sit on the outer surface of the tooth. These stains can be a little annoying, but they're fairly easy to get rid of. Intrinsic is staining that occurs on the inside of the tooth. Unlike surface stains, this is dramatically harder to get rid of. To go from this to this, you would actually need to whiten your teeth from the inside out. So if you're ready to dramatically brighten your teeth, pay close attention, because it's one thing to have a nice smile, but when your teeth are shining like pearls, that brings you to a whole different level of attractiveness. First, you need to brush twice a day. Get yourself a good electric toothbrush. I'm talking about something like the Philips Sonicare Protective Clean 6100, or my favorite, the Oral-B IO series. They're not just a gimmick, they actually work. Electric toothbrushes are significantly better at brushing your teeth than you could ever hope to be. Because of their supersonic spin movements, they're dramatically more effective. For every 1 minute of brushing manually, you can achieve at most 300 brush strokes. While with an electric toothbrush, you can easily achieve thousands. Not only that, an electric toothbrush gets rid of stains remarkably better than your regular toothbrush. And it's way gentler on your gums. If you pair that with a whitening toothpaste, you'll have a noticeably whiter smile within a week. I recommend using Sensodyne Clinical White. This will help break down stains and whiten your teeth from within, which is exactly what you want if you want to get rid of stains and that ugly yellow tint. I've left a link to the electric toothbrush I recommended as well as the toothpaste below, so scroll down and check it out. Next, floss daily. Yeah, I know, flossing is annoying, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. As you eat, food particles consistently get stuck between your teeth. This is what leads to teeth yellowing and bad breath. This is why it's extremely important to make sure you floss after brushing. When it comes to flossing, instead of using traditional floss, I suggest using this. This is a floss brush. It's a lot gentler on your gums and provides you with a way more thorough clean. I recommend using this one from Gum. I'll leave a link below to where you can grab it. After flossing, step it up with a water flosser. This thing is a game changer because it blasts out the gunk that floss might have missed and massages your gums at the same time. Finally, rinse with mouthwash. Finish off with a whitening mouthwash like TheraBreath Whitening Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. Not only does this also brighten your teeth from within, it helps prevent stains from sticking onto your teeth in the first place, while fighting off bad breath, of course. A 3-for-1 deal, really. I've left a link to all the products mentioned down in the description below, so do yourself and your teeth a favor, scroll down and check it out. Oh, and side note, please don't forget to brush your tongue and swab your gums gently. You can't have perfectly white teeth with bad breath. It just doesn't make any sense. Step 2. Use a whitening kit. Now, if you're really trying to step up your game, you're gonna need a little extra help. That's where whitening kits come into play. They're clutch because you can use them at home on your own without having to spend crazy money at the dentist. Brands like Crest have several different versions of whitening strips to confuse you and trick you into paying more money for something that's exactly the same. A good whitening strip has about 10% peroxide in it, but a better whitening strip will have about 15%. That's why I recommend Opalescence Go teeth whitening trays. These contain a whopping 15% hydrogen peroxide and are effective at whitening from inside the enamel structure. Just stick them in for around 15 to 20 minutes a day and you'll see results in as little as a week. They're great for sensitive teeth as well. Now, you could pay $40 for a confusing, overpriced product that isn't as effective and only get 4 treatments, or you could pay $78 for a product that's more effective, simpler, and get 10 treatments instead of 4. The choice is yours. You can also use a whitening pen. It's perfect if you're someone who's always on the go. Now, it's not as strong as a whitening kit, but it's great for touch-ups. Try this one from Oraglow. I've linked each of these below in the description, so check it out. Oh, and I'll also leave a link to a few alternatives for my UK and Canadian viewers. Step 3. Go to a pro. If your teeth are really struggling, there's no shame in it. Go to a dentist. A professional cleaning and whitening treatment might be just what you need. They can customize and tailor your treatment to meet the needs of your teeth. Having an amazing smile isn't just about having white teeth. You also need straight, aligned ones. There is no shame in correcting your teeth and getting braces if you need them, at any age. This channel is about self-empowerment and improving yourself. And by correcting your teeth, you can take one step closer to that. Step 4. Keep your teeth white. Now that you're on your way to a brighter smile, let's talk about keeping it that way. Number 1. Cut back on staining foods and drinks. Coffee, tea, red wine, and soda is your teeth's worst enemy. I'm not saying give up on them completely, but maybe try drinking through a straw to limit contact with your teeth. Number 2, avoid smoking. I don't need to tell you smoking's bad for you, but it's also terrible for your teeth. If you want that purely white smile you've been dreaming about, it's time to quit. Seriously. Number 3, rinse after eating. If you eat something that stains, rinse your mouth out with water right after. It'll help prevent the effects of staining. It's a simple trick, but it works. Number 4, stay consistent with your routine. Whitening isn't a one and done thing. You've got to maintain it or those stains are going to come right back, and you wouldn't want that. By following all 4 of these steps and keeping up with your routine, you'll have a dazzling white smile in literally no time. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you super enjoyed the video, leave a super thanks. It's like leaving a little tip and it directly helps out the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you can continue to see our videos and get your weekly dose of betterness. And remember, with every one of our videos you watch, you take one step closer to becoming an even better version of yourself. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay smooth like butter.